Custer just sent the worst text in human history. Benteen, come on, big village, be quick, bring packs. No, please, no, I'm dying. No, thousands of Lakota are currently scalping my ego. Just come on, like he's asking for ketchup. The messenger, Giovanni Martini, Italian trumpeter, speaks English like a broken vending machine. Martini arrives and says, real quote, the Indians are skedaddling. Skedaddling, that's the official military intelligence. Benteen reads it, blinks, and does nothing for 2 hours. You absolute walnut, but here's where it gets stupid, not tragic, stupid. The note also says bring packs, ammunition packs, 2 miles back, behind slow mules. So Benteen has 2 choices. 1, gallop to Custer immediately. 2, get the ammo, take forever, arrive after Custer is already a historical meme. What does he choose? Neither. He walks. A fast walk, not a gallop, not a jog. A passive-aggressive power walk. Why? Because Custer hurt his feelings earlier. Yes, seriously. Custer sent Benteen off to the left that morning, away from the action, so Benteen is sulking. His thought process, fine. Let Custer get all the glory. I'll just not. This is the fog of war, also known as toxic masculinity without a single therapist within 200 miles. Meanwhile, Major Reno has already melted down. He charged the village, panicked, ran away, lost half his men. Now he's on a hill, bandana around his head, eyes like a haunted Muppet. He looks like Christopher Walken after 3 days without sleep. They're coming. They're coming for the United States. Benteen reaches Reno's hill, shows him the note. Should we go? Reno, currently a human puddle of sweat and bad decisions, says, are you insane? No ammo. Also the first of seen things. Horrible things, so they wait on a hill for 2 hours, while gunfire echoes from the north. Soldiers literally say, hey, that sounds like Custer, maybe he's winning, and nobody checks, because checking would require putting down the coffee. Type, I've ignored a Slack message if you relate. Type, I've watched my boss fail and smiled if you're honest. At 5:20 p.m., still light, still warm. The packed train finally arrives, ammunition secured, and the gunfire from the north stops. Silence. You know that silence. The one after your friend says, watch this, and runs toward a wood chipper. They don't know it yet, but Custer and 212 men are already dead. Every single one. Here's the dark twist they don't teach in school. Benteen later testifies under oath that he thought Custer was perfectly safe, and also that Custer was already dead. In the same sentence, he claims the Lakota were running away, and also smashing the regiment, simultaneously. This man invented quantum superposition for cowards, but wait, it gets worse. After the silence, Benteen and Reno finally move. They ride toward Custer's last position, and what do they find? Bodies, naked, mutilated, arranged in a weird spiral. No Custer at first, he's found later. 2 bullet wounds, one in the temple, one near the heart. Historians still argue fighting or suicide, doesn't matter. The meme is already baked. Here's the real horror, the part that should make you angry. The gunfire they heard for 2 hours. That was Custer's entire battalion being wiped out. Every man, and they just sat there, on a hill, with ammunition, listening, and doing nothing. After the battle, the army investigates. They blame Reno, because blaming a dead guy is hard, blaming a live coward, easy. Benteen gets promoted. Reno gets court-martialed but keeps his pension. America's favorite pastime, punish the survivor, idolize the corpse. So what's the actual lesson of Custer's last stand? Not, don't divide your forces. Not, bring more bullets. It's this. If you send a passive-aggressive note with an Italian trumpeter who says skedaddle, and your backup is a sulking diva and a crying Christopher Walken, and they sit on a hill for 2 hours listening to you die, you're gonna have a bad time. Comment justice for Martini if you made it this far. Comment Custer was an idiot if you have a pulse. History isn't written by the winners. It's written by the people who show up 2 hours late with cold coffee and a grudge. I'm Dr. Sardonicus. Go watch part 9 if you hate yourself. Or don't. I'm not your dad. I'm just the guy who told you the truth.